And we welcome you back on MHS2 for the Vikings and the Houston Texans as we are getting set off for the NFL preseason on MHS2. I'm Chess Humes, nobody alongside as we're getting set to get underway. That kicked off in around 5. As looking at today, it'll be J.J. McCarthy starting off for the Vikings. Had a great start to the preseason, then ended up getting hurt in Game 2 and was out for the rest of that season. And also with that is Jordan Mason. He was with the 49ers last year. Just under 800 yards, had 789 on the season, with 3 touchdowns and his long run at 38, just under 40. From U.S. Bank Stadium, it is the Vikings and the Houston Texans up next. And we are getting set to get underway for kickoff. J.J. McCarthy was a former national champion in 2024. As it looks to be the Minnesota Vikings to start off with the ball. As we are getting set to get underway for the kickoff. And we are underway. And there is inside the 30 and taken out of bounds just past the 25. Where it was Belton with the return as the Minnesota Vikings will come out. So holding on Tim Jones, free agent, as it'll be 1st and 10, J.J. McCarthy making his second preseason game as a Viking. Play clock down to 20 and will be set up at the 12. McCarthy under center, line up to the left hash. Looks to be a 4-man rush. Stacked house, and that'll be a handoff up to the near side and only gets about 2. So just like that, it'll be 2nd down for Minnesota. As it's Jordan Mason currently as the running back. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Vikings. Fullback C.J. Ham is in on 2nd and 9. Under center's McCarthy. Clock rolling down to 14:20. Play action passes McCarthy with time, firing out to the left, and inside the 20 it was caught. As it was Jordan Addison, I believe. As he'll be short of the marker. As just like that, it'll be a 3rd and short. Addison made the grab. On gun is McCarthy from the 10. With time in the pocket, firing out to the left, and he's got it first to Addison inside the 30, where he will be tackled in a first. Able to move the chains of first down, 10-yard gain. As McCarthy, with a couple of nice passes right to Jordan Addison. Expected a big year for him. As it'll be 1st and 10. 17 on the clock, 13:07. McCarthy once again under center. That's a man in motion. It's Addison. Gives it, or yes, he will give it off. And I'll get just inside the 35 out of the 33. So just like that, a gain of 4, it'll be 2nd and 6 rather. 12:43 to go. As clock is still ticking down, 25. McCarthy looking at is putting out a call for its teammates. 2nd down and 5. Having a decent pace so far as under center. As that'll be Hawkinson in motion, McCarthy under center. Foreman in the box, McCarthy dropping back in the pocket, firing down the field, and it is caught by Jordan Addison once again, a 1st down. As a 1st down for the Vikings, once again. As a player is down currently. As we will head to break with 11:57. 1st down, Minnesota. As we'll welcome you back with 11:57 to go in the first. Not playing much of the shotgun game yet, McCarthy. As it'll be first and 10, 32 on the clock, currently stopped. It'll be first and 10, just past midfield the 49. Inside Houston territory. Clock rolling down to 11:53 and a handoff. There goes Mason inside the 45, maybe getting taken down at about the 40, where it'll be a first down. As before, beautiful diving catch by Addison. As from the 40, rather, to be second and 1. Under center's McCarthy is going to audible with 11:15. Second and 1. Play action, McCarthy firing down a screen, and he's tackled behind the line. As EJ Speed with a tackle, it's third down. 3rd and 5 for Minnesota, as that play action from McCarthy got the pass off to CJ Ham, but he was tackled by Speed. Speed and a veteran. Third and 4. McCarthy man right. Here's McCarthy. With time, throwing down the field, and it falls incomplete. As he was targeting Lucky Jackson, it is fourth down. As the clock will stop with 10:27. Well, let's see what'll happen now. Fourth and 4. They are gonna go for it. It's reminder, it's the preseason. Really isn't that much of a risk. These games don't count, but they're good for experience for these players. As out of the gun, the back is Jordan Mason. McCarthy gonna throw from the 50. McCarthy's gonna run, and he got the first. At the 35 in Texans territory, he will move the chains. Got about 3 yards after to the 35 is a nice run to the right. As it'll be first and 10, clock will roll. Down to 9:55, it'll be first and 10. Under center, McCarthy. Mason the back as that one was swatted down. Right, swatted down by as it'll be second down. As that was Casey Toohill with a swat. And with 9:45 to go on the first, the clock will stop. Second and 10. McCarthy under center, sending man in motion. Through to go, that's Addison in motion. A handoff to Mason. He will try to drive to the 30. He got stopped up in a pile. Clock will continue to roll for third down. No score so far, 9:25. McCarthy of a man to the right. It is Mason. Sending a man in motion. It's Lucky Jackson lining up at the far side. 3-man, 3 wide left. And now here's McCarthy with time. Throwing as the time is collapsing, and it is incomplete. So it'll be fourth down for McCarthy and the Vikings. Clock will stop exactly at 9 minutes. So it'll be a field goal. As it is 4th and 5, they will try it. As Riker got it. So the Vikings will open up the scoring with 8:57 to go, and it'll be Houston ball next right after a kickoff and a commercial break. And we'll welcome you back. It is 3-0 Vikings with 8:57 to go in the first quarter. As it was Riker with a kick, and he got it through to make it 3-0 on the field goal attempt. As Jeff Okuda, and here it is, received him from the 1, and inside the 20 up to the 25, he got laid down, and that's where Houston will start off. CJ Stroud will not be playing today. They're sitting the majority of the starters. As it'll be Davis Mills. 1st and 10. Stacked formation, Mills will hand it off to the back and gets to the 30, where they'll cut down about half of that 10. It'll be a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. They also have a rookie quarterback, Graham Mertz, out of Miami. Most likely see him today. It'll be 2nd and 6. Under center is Mills. Mills with time, gonna go to the air, and he got it off. Inside the 45, rather inside the 35, it'll be just short of the marker. As it was caught by Cade Stover, the tight end. He will be marked as a first. Clock will continue to roll. 17 on the play clock. 7:47 to go in the first, under center. Gave off the middle, and trying to spin away and dive towards just about midfield and the marker, as it'll be second down. As under center's Mills, 2nd and 1. He'll hand it off up the middle and through that about 4 hole. It'll be a first down for the Texans. That's a gain of 3. As it's Ogumbawell with the person who is running the ball. 6:47 to go. First and 10. 6:36, 10 to go on the play clock. That's a man in motion. Under center is Mills. As they'll leave 4 men front. Hand off to the back, and he is going to get inside the 40. As it'll be second down as Dallas Turner made the tackle. As it'll be 2nd and 4. $5:53 to go in the first. Gunna man to the right. Here's the snap. Mills fires over the middle. It is caught. As inside the 25, it was Mechie with the grab and a first down for the Texans. An 18-yard gain. As clock will roll down to 5:16, 15 on the clock. Under center as a man back, gonna hand it off to the running back, and there he goes inside the numbers and inside the 15. As it'll be second down. Ed Ingram currently in with a former Minnesota Viking. 2nd and 3, 4:44 to go in the first. Clock will roll, 2nd and 3. Ingram, the right guard. Under center. Play action, Mills in the pocket, firing over and just overthrew Stover, the tight end. Just overthrew him, 3rd and 3. As here's 3rd and 3. 4:29 to go as they'll call up a play. 17 on the clock, 3rd and 3. Crowd cheering, trying to rattle Davis Mills. Showing blitzes Minnesota. One will drop back as a whistle down with 4:26. It'll be false start. That'll go to Blake Fisher, the right tackle. So first, with 4:29 to go, 20 on the clock. 3rd and 8. As the ball on the 23. A gunman to the right, 3rd and 8 for the Texans. I'll set a man in motion, and here's Mills. Fires the screen pass from the 30, looking to get to the 25. He'll stay on his feet, and a first down. He lost a football, but it was recovered by the Texans. The flag is down. And with 4:24, the clock will stop. Looks like the penalty will be declined. Defensive offsides. Therefore, it'll be first down for Houston. As that was Jalen Noel with the catch and the run to line themselves out inside the 15 on the 14, first and 10. Clock rolling down with 4:08 to go in the first. 5 on the clock. Has a snap by Mills with time. Gonna go to the air. Fires out to the left to the pylon. And touchdown. Barrios. As the Texans will get the opening TD strike of the game. As a response to that field goal strike by Minnesota. It is 6-3. 3:54 to go. There seems to be a flag. So no foul for an eligible player downfield. It's originally what they had the flag out for, but there's no flag. It was a Mills to Barrios at the near side, and he scored. Going headfirst, colliding with Jay Ward, as here's the PAT lined up from the left hash. Fairbairn to kick, and he is automatic. As Fairbairn will add on the exclamation point to the drive. It is 7-3 Texans, and we'll be back with 3:54. And we welcome you back with 3:54 to go. In the first quarter, it was the Houston Texans with a touchdown strike. As with 3:54 to go in the first, the Houston Texans had a touchdown strike. It was Barrios who made the grab. Is Braxton Berrios, number 17, went in for 6. And with 3:54 to go, as a line drive kick that never went to the landing zone, so they'll start off at the 40-yard line, where coming out once again is now it's Sam Howell. I believe a former, played in the UFL, a former Notre Dame quarterback, if I'm not mistaken. As we are getting set to get underway, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. As under center is Sam Howell. Ty Chandler, the back. A toss to Chandler. Chandler looking for the edge. He is going to get a little bit of the edge. He'll get +2. I believe it was EJ Speed with a tackle, and just like that, it is 2nd down for the Vikings. 3:34 to go in the first. Clock will continue to roll down, 2nd and 8. Single back set. Setting a man in motion. Here's Howell to throw. He'll throw over the middle towards midfield. He'll be, I believe, just short of the marker, as that was Ty Felton with a grab. J.J. McCarthy with a great first drive, as they're going to go full speed with J.J. McCarthy, as no more Sam Darnold. As clock will continue to roll down to 2:35. Sam Howell under center, as that was Jalen Naylor lining up and tackled behind the line. As Neiman made the tackle, it was Ty Chandler behind the line who got tackled. It'll be 2nd down for Minnesota, as they gave him a little bit of a generous marker for the 1st down, as that pass just passed midfield. Clock will roll from that. It'll only be -1. Down to the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. 2nd and 11 for Minnesota. 12 on the play clock. Out of the gun, a man to the right. That's Ty Chandler. And in motion is Ben Terosek. As Howell will throw to Chandler. And here goes Chandler getting through the middle. Chandler, and he is just near the marker. Well, where will they put it? He's just behind the 40. Will they give him the first? It'll be 3rd and short. As that was Howell out of the gun. And 3rd down. Up the middle run. Did he get it? And they will get the first. Sam Howell with the QB keeper and lunged himself right up the middle, as that QB sneak worked. Went to UNC. 6'1", 225. Under a minute to go on the clock. 12 on the play clock. Winding down to 10. 1st and 10. Under center is Howell. Ty Chandler, the back. With time is Howell. Has to get out of the pocket. Going to the air to Chandler. And Chandler, it was caught. That was MJ Stewart with a tackle. .33 to go in the first. 2nd and 6 for Howell. 29 on the clock. $19 to go. Clock still ticking down. 12 seconds. As setting the lineup in the slot was the wide receiver as he dropped the snap, but able to recover on it was Howell before getting tackled by Rust East, as that'll end off the first. It'll be third down coming up next in the second quarter. It is 7-3 Houston. As we'll welcome you back. 15, as we'll get set for the second 15 marker in the game in the second quarter. It is 7-3 Houston as they had the TD strike as into a response from the response to the Minnesota field goal. And that's how we stand so far, 3rd and 8. Here's Sam Howell throwing to the right and completed to Naylor. And a first down for Minnesota. Exactly a gain of 9. It'll be first down for Minnesota. As here's 1st and 10. Under center's Howell, the back is Chandler, wearing number 32. Howell out of UNC. Howell will toss it to Chandler. Chandler looking to beat the man of the edge, and he could not. He was stuffed by Hill. Jamal Hill from Oregon. His second year back, as that was Ty Chandler, who was tackled behind the line. -2, 2nd and 12. And Howell will throw it. It's caught by Chandler off the screen. Chandler able to get through a couple, gets inside the 25. And that'll set up 3rd down and medium. It'll set up a gain of 7, so it'll be 3rd and 5. It is rather 3rd and 6, and they'll talk over the play. 17 on the clock. As here, Howell, single back set. The left running back is Chandler. Here's Howell to the air. Gave it off as that throw to Lucky Jackson is short of the marker, and it's 4th down. So it'll be 4th down for Minnesota, and they will send out the kicking unit to make it a 1-point game. First shot on 4th down. Kicks it true. It is 7-6 as Reichard made the kick. And with 12:27, we will head to break. And we're walking back. It is 7-6 Texans with 12:27 to go in the half. As Houston will come back out on offense. $18 on the clock, and it'll be just taking a knee in the end zone. Let him come out to the 20. The 30, rather. It's weird, these rules. Theo Jackson, safety from Tennessee, age of 26, 6'1", 198. So a little bit on the leaner side. As it'll be 1st and 10 for Houston. We're going to go back up by a score. Rather to the 35. Wow. As that was Mills. Rather, no. As it'll be a false start on Zach Thomas. As Mills will fire, and it is caught. So it'll be 2nd down for Houston. Clock will continue to roll down to 12:14, 33 on the clock. This is 7-6 Houston. 12:07 to go. So we talk about Jeff Okudah, the age of 26 from Ohio State. 2nd and 9 for Houston. Gunna man to the left, as here is Mills. Mills out of the gun, firing out to the right. It is caught outside the numbers, and it's Noel who made the grab. And he'll head out of bounds with 11:43. 3rd down. As it's 3rd down and 2. 11:28 to go for Houston. Couch Young trying to mess up Mills. Here's Mills. Gonna go to the air, and he was brought down. As Gabriel Murphy made the sack, it is 4th down. They'll be forced to punt it. As that was Slovis, the QB, and he was taken down. As it'll be 4th and 8, and it'll be punted off. From the 10, here we go. Looking for the edge, flags are down and out of bounds. Just past the 12, Moore is in pain. He's still down. 10:30 to go in the second. First down, 4. As Rondell Moore's hurt, the sack to end off the drive of Slovis, our quarterback. Murphy with the sack to end off, and up next is Minnesota looking to take the lead. As Moore will be carded, as he is still down. So 10:30 to go in the second, and we will have to break. And we'll welcome you back as Moore will be heading back to the locker room after his injury as the Vikings will come out once again. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 6-yard line. The reason why they're pinned so back is it was half to the goal line after the illegal blindside block. As with 10:30 to go in the second, it's 7-6. Minnesota looking to come back and take the lead. They have led today. It was 3-0, then the TD response, followed by a field goal from Minnesota. They're looking to get their second lead of the day, maybe a little bit more comfortable. Under center snap. A handoff up the middle towards the 11. Second down. As it'll be 2nd and 5. Sam Howell still at quarterback. It is Ty Chandler as the back. Tailback Chandler under center, putting a wide receiver in motion. That's Ty Felton. And here's Howell now from his own goal line, forced to throw it down. As he had to throw it into the ground, it's 3rd down. 3rd and 6 from the 10-yard line. $9:53 to go. 18 on the clock, 3rd and 6, 7-6 is Houston with the lead. Single back set, the back will be Ty Chandler. Howell in the gun. 4 to go, it's Felton in motion, number 13 for Minnesota out to the near side, throwing to Felton. Felton looking for the first, spinning, did he get it? Did he get it? He did get the first, not able to spin around the tackler, but able to hustle over and move the chains, as that was Felton with the reception. It was mighty close. Clock will tick down, 17 on the play clock. 9:21 to go. 11 on the clock. 1st and 10 for Minnesota. Putting a man in motion, which was Giovanni, and the handoff to Chandler. Chandler inside the numbers at the 19. He was taken down on the run. It is 2nd down and 7. Chandler in a battle for that 3rd running back spot. This is Xavier Scott coming out, wearing number 36. As that's a man in motion. And here to the air is Sam Howell, and that one is caught by Lucky Jackson. 1st down, Minnesota. Almost intercepted. As it'll be 1st and 10 for Minnesota, 7:59 to go. As play action, Howell to go to the air. He just had to throw it out as he was scrambling out of the pocket. Almost went to a chase down. As it'll be 2nd down for Minnesota. From Maine, 6'1", 219, age of 29. Nine to go on the clock, winding down to 5, 7:45. Left the snap is Howell in the pocket. to the air, throwing, and it is... Did he get it? He did! It's Lucky Johnson with the grab. A 17-yard gain, a beautiful catch, jumping up and coming down with it. As to the air is Howell, wide open. As that's Jaysean Jones, first down Vikings. Some two big throws as it is 1st and 10. Once again for the Vikings. From the Terrapins was a free agent last year. 6:55 to go, clock rolling. 17 on the clock, 1st and 10. Under center's Howell, the back looks to be Chandler once again at the tail. That's just Sean in motion and a handoff. Or that's Xavier Scott, and Scott will get inside the numbers just past the 30. Back to the 28 in Houston territory. As 6:04 to go. 2nd and 4. Clock down to 6, 10 on the play clock. As that's a man in motion. And a handoff to Xavier Scott. Scott will get the first. Just past the 25 of the 23. So it'll be 1st and 10, a 6-yard run for Scott. 5:38 to go in the second. 1st and 10. Clock rolling still. Has a throw to the right. There goes Scott with a spin move, getting inside the 15, down at the 12. And a first down for Minnesota. Xavier Scott with the screen pass and reception for about 12. Just like that, it is Howell with the throw the Scott to the right side before getting twisted and tackled down. It'll be 1st and 10 for Minnesota. Under center's Howell. The back is Scott. Intel has lining up in the slot and a handoff. There goes Scott. Scott to the 5. Piling down to the 2. Just short of the first down marker. It is 2nd down. Xavier Scott with the run. Looking to punch it in for 6 as he was lined up at the tail, and under center was Howell. Inside the number, run just past the 5 to about the 3-yard line. 2nd and 2. Table set up at about the 4. We're around the 3.5. A handoff to Scott. Scott looking to punch up the middle. Has the first. Looking to get to the goal line. And he's going to get right in front of the goal line. It is 1st and goal for Minnesota. 3:32 to go. Under center, QB sneak as Sam Howell looking to score. And looking, no signal yet. Touchdown! As the first preseason touchdown comes from the QB sneak from Sam Howell, player out of UNC, and it is 12-7. They might go for 2 here. This is 12-7. And Howell is on the sideline. Here is the kick, and it is true. And we'll welcome you back with 3:18 to go in the second quarter, as the Texans will look for a quick drive to score. Vikings' future schedule will be in Ireland and the UK in week 4 and week 5. They'll play Pittsburgh and Cleveland before going on their week 6 bye week to recover from that. And then up next, all the challenges of the NFC East, including Philadelphia. Super Bowl 59 champions. They'll play after that road trip up in Europe. And inside the 20, and after that would be followed by the Chargers in Detroit. They'll be home for Philadelphia in week 7, but they'll start off the season in Chicago, where they will be followed by a 2-week homestand before going out to Europe. Under center, and a handoff to the left, and staying inside the numbers as Flovis with the handoff to second and 6 for Houston. Clock rolling down still. 13-7 Minnesota. Flovis out of the gun. Single back set once again. Second and 6. Here's the snap. Looking, waiting. Flovis firing over the middle. It is caught. And just shy of the first down marker, just past the 30. It was Higgins with the grab. Third and 2, rather. to the 2-minute warning. 13-7. Minnesota leads. And we'll welcome you back. It is 13-7 Minnesota. The Vikings will host the Patriots next week as out of the gun Flovis. And here we go. 18 on the clock. Empty set to the air. Fires a short pass to the 35. Inside of that is Hutchinson with a grab. It is a Houston first down. As Slovis with the pass. In the second half, we'll see Graham Mertz, the 6th round pick out of Miami. 1st and 10 for Houston. 1:31 to go on the clock. They'll let it keep rolling. They have 3 timeouts. Slovis out of the gun. One run back to the right. 5 on the clock. Slovis fires left. It is caught by Higgins. And Higgins will make it 2nd down for Houston. They'll bite off a big chunk of that 10. Jalen Redmond, defensive lineman out of Oklahoma for Minnesota, 6'3", 291. A lot of big weight on him. It is 2nd and 5. 1:14 to go. Slovis under center. Gonna send Higgins in motion, lining up in the slots. As Slovis to Hutchinson, and Hutchinson will, or rather, that's Johnson, and Johnson will be short. 55 to go. Clock will continue the roll. Second down, and rather third down. Flag. 47 to go. It'll be false start. Brevin Jordan. You'd rather there be a 10-second runoff, but instead the Houston Texans are going to use their first timeout. Third and 6 for Houston with 47 seconds. Third and 6. Timeout, Minnesota. It'll be too many men. So it'll be a mix of different coaches calling the plays for Minnesota. Third and 6, 47 on the clock. $17 on the clock, off the timeout, 3rd and 5. Ball on the 41. Gunman to the right, and here it is. Silvas will fire over the middle, it is caught! Just past midfield, a first down for Houston. Through to Xavier Hutchinson. Timeout Houston, they'll use their second, looking at in field goal range. Playing aggressive is the Minnesota defense, going to try to force them to the air. Here's 1st and 10, 19 on the clock. 43 to go in the half. 1st and 10. Single back set. To the air. Slovis will step up, rolling left. Slovis will throw incomplete. Stopping the clock with 38 to go on the play clock as 2nd down. And 10 yards to go. Still out of field goal range. They need something to go. Second and 10. 7 on the clock, 36 to go in the second quarter. Man right, and a gun. And Slovis will fire down the field, incomplete as the ball landed at the 25 out of bounds. 3rd and long. Here's 3rd and 10. Gunman right. 4-man rush. It'll turn into a 5-man rush. As Slovis in trouble, Slovis throws, and with 25 seconds, it is Wilson. As it'll be marked, I believe, incomplete. Slovis just able to throw it out of bounds. That time it'll set up 4th and 10. Oh. He may have been down. .25 left, 25. Clock is stopped on the play clock. They're using replay assist currently. Should be a sack. As multiple people right on Slovis as so Minnesota timeout, 27 on the clock. At least on the game clock. Vikings will get the ball back with 27. .27 on the clock in the half, 4th and 24. They'll be forced to punt it. 1 timeout each side. As they'll go up into the air, and they're caught at the 27-yard line. 21 to go. What will they do? Safe play would be a knee. Rondell Moore was injured. As Rondell Moore will be gone for the game. He was marked as punt return number 1. 1st and 10, and it is going to be a knee. As they will take the knee and run off the half. Minnesota will lead 13-7 as it'll be Houston ball coming out. And we welcome you to the third quarter between Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans from US Bank Stadium. As we are getting set to get underway, 13-7, it'll be Houston ball to start off. As Kevin O'Connell, fourth year as Vikings head coach, 34-17 in that time, led them to the playoffs last season where they lost on Monday Night Football, I believe, to the Detroit Lions, Sam Darnold leading the way. 1:35 to go till kickoff. As we are getting set to get underway, J.J. McCarthy with a great preseason debut. Made some throws, really mainly off platform. O-line doing a great job holding down the fourth overall. Big connections with Addison. Look at that during the season. See what happens there. It'll be Houston to start off. As going back to the first half where Rondale Moore was injured with a left leg injury, will not return into the game. 13-7 Minnesota as we are waiting to get set underway. Minnesota will kick it off. And here we go. And we are underway for the second half. Galloping through the middle up to the 28-yard line inside the 25. Where that's where we will start off. To the 27 where it'll officially be marked. 1st and 10 Texans. $23 on the clock. Winding down to 20. It is Graham Mertz. I know it's Keaton Slovis still. And a handoff where running back, as that was Marks, who slipped behind the line. Asamoah with the tackle, and it'll be second down for Houston, as that was a beautiful tackle right behind the line, slipping a little bit, but able to break through and get the sack. Second and 11. Out of the gun, Slovis will fire, and it is caught. As John Metry III made the grab, third down for Houston with 14:08, clock still ticking down. Has right in the pocket, the man to the left, and able to just fire it off right to the right side, inside the numbers, and get it off with the man on the tackle, Chambliss. Justin Jefferson running out of the tunnel. 3rd and 6. Slovis out of the gun, marks the back, and Slovis will go to the air, fires out to the left, and he got the first, just inside the 40. And a first down as Braxton Berrios, who had the opening touchdown strike, has a first down for Houston. As it'll be 1st and 10 for Houston, 13-7. It's the score. Under center, Slovis marks the back, a handoff to Mark Zone to get up the middle, and he was tackled behind the line and able to disrupt them once again, as it was Chambliss with his second tackle on the drive. Right outside linebacker, 2nd and 10. Second and 11, gunman right. Sending man emoji going inside is Mechie the third, as it'll give it off to Mechie. Mechie inside the 45, right towards midfield. They'll be short of the marker, gaining back a lot of yardage after losing one. It'll set up 3rd and manageable. .12:15 clock rolling down. Third down for Houston. 3rd and 4. Empty set. So this will now direct in the back, and it'll now turn into single back set. 3rd and 4, 6 on the clock. 3 wide left. Here's Slovis to the air, firing left, and it is caught. At the 45, who else but Braxton Berrios once again. 1st and 10. First and 10, 19 on the clock. 1st and 10, Houston under center. Slovis, they have a fullback in. It is Jacob Johnson. Backup fullback, he'll block, and a play fake, and to the air. Slovis fires incomplete, looking to line up. Man, that was almost intercepted at that. As a flag is down. So just like that. So it'll be 1st and 10, Houston. As that was a play fake and giving Slovis time as he threw it off. As it looks to be roughing the quarterback after roughing the passer, and they'll set up at the 26-yard line. But a quick drive so far for Houston. It'll be under center. The tailback is... Well, the tailback, I believe, as they're going to move up the spotting to the 21. Under center, tailback. As that's a man in motion, it's John Mechie the third. 2 wide left and a handoff up the middle. And there he goes to the 15-yard line. Maybe inside of that, a flag. We'll see who it's on as the back, I believe, was Mark. It'll be a legal shift on Houston. As 1st and 15, it'll back them up just to the 26-yard line. 8 on the clock, 10:42 to go in the third. Man right, a handoff up the middle. He is stuffed. Maybe up to the 25 at most. Let's see where they will mark it at 2nd down. 15 on the clock, 2nd and 14. 10:03, clock rolling down to 10, 7 on the clock. Here's the snap. Slovis with time. Gonna go to the air. Rolling right. Outside the number, Slovis running out, firing out to the line of scrimmage to John Mechie the third. And it is 3rd down. McCarthy now out of his uniform. He will no longer play today, at least. Served his time in the beginning of the first quarter. Let him down for 3, and at 3rd and 14. Third and 14 for Houston as it'll be an audible 5 to go. With time, deep in the pocket, Slovis firing, incomplete, and the Minnesota Vikings will get the stop. It'll be 4th and 14. And let's see what they're going to do here. My guess would be a field goal try. Fourth and 14, 17 on the clock, and they will send out the kicking unit. Here is the looking for the 3. 7 on the clock. From the left hash, her right-footed kick is right through the uprights. 13-10 Texans. Fairborn. As we will head to break with 9:42 to go. Houston with a 3, and it is 13-10. And we'll welcome you back. With 9:46 to go, just under that, 13-10, Minnesota. Trivia question, how many Justin Jefferson seasons are there in the top 7 in Vikings history? For receiving yards. Probably 3 or 4. As the ball will be taken out from the goal line in the 20. Oh, a hit. A beautiful hit, and he is stopped by a freight train. 3 or 4, I think, for the trivia, though. As Justin Jefferson is backing to qualify. Under center, tailback, and it's a toss. And able to get through here, Scott! At the 35, a first down for Minnesota. It is Brett Ripeland now at quarterback, the third string. Sam Howell being the backup. RB3 battle between Xavier Scott and Ty Chandler. I was right, 4. It was 2022 for Justin Jefferson, 1771, Randy Moss in second. 2024 and 21 were J, and then Randy Moss for the next two, following by Justin Jefferson at 7th. A very good quarterback, and here is Ripeland. Ripeland's gonna run it himself, looking for the edge and out of bounds. A 2-yard gain. As of 8:42, clock stopped, 2nd and 8. Another 8:16 to go. Rippin will fire, rips it off, and about at the 45-yard line, it'll be stuffed. 3rd and manageable. Under 8 minutes to go here in the 3rd. It is 3rd down for Minnesota. 7:54. A gunman left. 3rd and 2, 7:31. Here's a snap. A lob down the field. Did he get it? Oh, it is incomplete. Is it? Did he get it? No, it's 4th and 2. Looking to target deep. Deshaun Jones. As it'll be 4th down and 2 for Minnesota. And they will punt it away into the sky, and it'll come down to the 10, just behind, and out it'll be right now, galloping through the left sideline, out of bounds at the 15. First down for Houston. When we come back, Vikings by 3, 13-10. And we'll welcome you back with 7:15 to go in the third quarter. It's 13-10. As with 7:15 to go in the third, it'll be Houston ball and a handoff, a scrum up the middle. Nothing really there. $6:58 to go as the clock will roll. Second down. 25 on the clock. 13-10. 6:50 now. Second and 9. They only got 1 yard on the first down run. Under center, tailback. Graham Mertz sending a tight end in motion. He's lining up at the right, and there it is to the left side, wide open, and a first down for Houston. A great day for John Mechie III. All right, right side wide receiver. First and 10. $6:02 to go in the third, and under center. Handoff up the middle and to the 35, just about, maybe short. Second down for Houston. $5:41 to go in the third. Second down for Houston. It'll be second and 5. 24 on the play clock. 13-10. Minnesota leads by 3. Sending the house is Minnesota with time. Mertz will fire, and he is to Mechie once again. Where will they mark him is the question. They will mark him just short. It'll be third down for Houston. 4:59 to go. Clock still rolling. Has been rolling for like the past 2-3 minutes straight. Clock now stopped, as I said that, 3rd and 1. They will use replay assist to decide and determine, as the clock now just increased to 5. 3rd and 1, they are going to use what's going to be used in the NFL season, AR. The virtual measurement. And malfunction, so it didn't malfunction, so we could not really see what happened. As they're going to take a look at the spot using the virtual measurement. So let's see. Just 10 inches short of the first down marker. So it'll be 3rd and 1. They're going to mark it 10 inches short of the marker. 3rd and 1 for Houston. 5 minutes to go exactly. Mertz under center. Stack backfield. Full back in, which is Johnson, and a first down. Finding the hole and plowing right through it as Houston will get a first down. 13-10 Minnesota. It'll be 1st and 10. 4:20 to go in the third, 12 on the clock. 2 men in the box. It looks to be a 5-man face rush. Cover 1, and Graham Mertz will play fake. Mertz drops down, tried to flick it, and incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Elijah Williams almost got the Graham Mertz and got the sack. Second and 10. And there he goes. Got pummeled up in a crowd. Does that run to the right? They'll mark it 3rd down and... waiting for them to spot it. It'll be 3rd down. We know that. $19 on the clock. 3rd and 9. Rather, 3rd and 10. $3:25 to go, 4 on the clock. Off the snap, Mertz is gonna fire, and it is incomplete. Minnesota will get the stop, and they will get the ball with 3:17 to go in the third. Just like that, it's 4th and 10, and Houston will be forced to punt it. As the kick will get him to the 11. And here we go. Galloping through the right sideline at the 20, trying to stutter step back in a swim triangle threesome of Houston players. And that's where he'll be stopped with 3:05 to go in the third. We will head to break. Minnesota by 3, 13-10. And we welcome you back. 13:05 game stats. Minnesota leading in the passing and rushing yards and first downs. And third downs, Houston was better, 6 for 10 compared to the Minnesota 4 for 8, 50% to 60%. Minnesota about 3 minutes over of time possession compared to Houston, as here's a snap. A handoff, and there goes Scott. He's had most of the running this game at the back position, second down, and let's see where they will mark it. Second down and 5. 2:39 to go. 17 on the clock, winding down to 2:34. As it's ripping out quarterback, 2nd and 5. 5 on the clock. It tossed to Scott. Scott looking for the edge, and he did not get it. Getting tackled behind the line. No gain for Minnesota. They, in fact, might be put back. Third down and 5. Nothing lost, and it'll be with 1:53. 14 on the clock. Third and 5. They're going to go to the air. Rippin in the pocket, and he is sacked. By technicality, he will be sacked. As that was Casey Toohill getting to Rippin for 4th down. $1:12. Clock winding down to 1:10. 15 on the clock. 4th down. And it'll be punted away. Outside the numbers at the 30, able to cut back and tackle down just at the 31. 47 to go in the third. Heading to break. Minnesota by 3. And we welcome you back with 47 seconds, Minnesota by 3. Under center. Mertz running out of time, throwing left and incomplete. 41 to go, the clock will stop. Game clock just a tick over 40 as it'll be 2nd and 10. 29 on the play clock. Second and 10. 15 on the clock. Gunman right. Off the single back set, it'll be a handoff trying to get to the outside to the 35-yard line inside the 35. It'll be 3rd down for Houston. "18 seconds to go. It is 3rd and 6. Continuing to roll down, they will take the break as we will head to the 4th and final quarter. 13 to 10, Minnesota. Up next. And it'll walk me back with 15 on the clock for the final frame of the game. Third and 6 for Houston. Single back set. Mertz will lob it down the field and juggles it incomplete. 4th and 6 for Houston. As Mertz lobbed it down the field, and a beautiful breakup by Vikings CB as it'll be a punt out to the 10, letting it... Oh, it stayed in bounds, took a nice bounce for the Texans, rather for Minnesota. Leads them right up the field. Going to break. And we welcome you back. 15 ticked off on the fourth quarter timer. Minnesota looking to go up by 2 scores. As here we go. And right off, the Ripon was sacked by Yeast. Jonathan Grenard in his career, 178 tackles, 35 sacks. Man, all right. And the gun is Ripon. On 2nd and 15 to the left, it is incomplete. The clock will stop. $20 on the play clock, off the snap, Ripon with time, gonna go to the air, incomplete. Drover through it. It is 4th and 15. A low-scoring game. 1 TD each side. Houston was down by 3. They got a TD strike, a response of a field goal, then a TD by Minnesota. Punted up and lifted off to the 28, and he fumbled the football! ball. It is free, and the Texans come right back up on it. A weird knuckler, but able to grasp right back on it. As we'll be back 13-10 Minnesota. First and 10 for Houston with 13:44. 22 on the clock. Sending man inside on the slot. And play fake. Here's Mertz to the air. Picked off! Minnesota has the ball with 13:36 to go. How about that? As the Minnesota Vikings will take over. In a beautiful position in was Thomas with the interception. A handoff was stuffed. And letting the clock roll 13:25. As Max Brosmer is now in at QB. Second and 10. Here's Brosmer with time, firing out to the left and completing it off to Bryson Nesbitt, the tight end. A flag is down with 12:47. Offensive holding. 2nd and 20. Max Brosmer, 24 from the Golden Gophers. 2nd and 20. 13-10, Minnesota leads. About at midfield. Out of the gun, with time, firing out to the left and got it off once again to Nesbitt. Nesbitt being escaping and a 3rd down for Minnesota. They're gonna have to, no choice but to go to the air here. Still, game is up for anybody's grabs. And going to the air over the middle, tipped up and ricocheted, but it was incomplete. It ricocheted. A flag is down as Jones ricocheted off of his hands, and then it became anybody's. Roughing the passer will give the Minnesota Vikings a 1st down. Brad Allen had the 11th most penalties last season in the NFL. 2nd roughing the passer. A whistle down. They're gonna re-spot it. $14 on the clock, 1st and 10. Shotgun formation and a single back set. It is still Xavier Scott in. Brosmer over the middle and through the hands of the wide receiver, Dante Fleming. Dante Felton, rather. As clock will stop at 11:52, 11. On the play clock, winding down to 7. Single back set. The back is Xavier Scott. 4-man rush. Resting coverage. Brosmer will look, wait, he's going to take himself a QB keeper. Diving down forward. Just past the 25. 3rd down, Minnesota. 11:39 to go. $11:22 to go in the 4th, 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Brosmer over the middle. It's caught at the 10. A beautiful catch, diving down and grabbing it. It's Miles Price and a 1st down. How about that? Brosmer perfectly timing up. Price Miles, a slot wide receiver. First and goal for Minnesota. A fake Brosmer to the right, just over the hands with 10:25. It was over the hands of Trey Stewart. $25 on the play clock, 2nd and goal. under center. Man left to right in motion. Plays it off to the tailback, and it is Stewart looking to push at the 2. (10-13). Wearing number 38. Somebody's down and injured. Zeke Correll is down, Minnesota center. From NC State. 3rd and goal for Minnesota. Went to this injury timeout. Players taking a knee. It's second big injury for the Vikings today. 3rd stringer. He was an undrafted free agent. As we'll head to a commercial pause. 10:04 to go. 3rd and goal. Up next. And we walk me back. 10:04, 25 on the clock, 3rd and goal. As that Stewart in the back, shotgun formation, 3rd and goal as the clock starts to roll into 9:55. Wide receiver in motion, firing out to the right, looking to the end zone, and touchdown! Fleming! And with 9:50 to go, looking to install the early Zachar into the game. It's 19-10 as Brosmer completed a pass right to Dante Fleming for the score. It'll be under review. Because they're going to take a look at it, make sure it's a TD. It was awfully close to the goal line. As this is a review. It's close. With 9:50 to go, 19-10. As when it was caught, it was at the goal line. It is incomplete. It did not have full control of the ball when going down. Therefore, it'll go back to 10-13. With 9:50 to go. Fourth and goal. They're going to look for the TD. As it's fourth and goal in 9:52. It's fourth and goal. Brosmer directing. And here we go. Gunman right at Stewart. Four-man rush. Brosmer waiting. Firing over the middle. Touchdown! Price! The Vikings take a 2-score lead with under 10 minutes to go. Throwing it to the back of the end zone. And that is 6 for Minnesota as Brosmer threw it perfectly right to the back of the end zone for Price, who was wide open. Miles Price. And the PAT to make it a 10-point game is true. And with 9:48 to go. To the back of the end zone where just a beautifully placed ball. That's trying to get Price versus Smith on that. And the Price is right. And with 9:45, the kickoff just inside the 10. And with 9:43. As firing out to the right, and it is caught. Or rather distracted with something. Only about one. 9:34, and the clock will continue to roll. As Graham Mertz back in at QB. You're going to need to get something here. Shotgun man to the left. 2nd and 8. Mertz over the right side. It is caught. Head first dive. Taylor, he lost the ball. It was picked up by a Viking, but it will be completed, and the clock will continue to roll. .24 on the clock. 8:44 to go. Third and 5. Dropping back over the middle. It's picked off! Once again, the Vikings have the ball! Dashing into the end zone as the team will celebrate. And they will have the ball in Houston territory. Kalev Halasal with the interception. Khalif Halisi. Okay, I did say it right. As threw it right to the defender. As with 8:21 to go. 15 on the clock. And he is stopped behind the line. And the ball may be out. And the Texans have it. Asai with the takeaway. So it should go right back. They fumbled the snap. Scott got on it. No official word yet. So 1st and 10, 8:14 to go. Setting a man in motion, going out to the right side, lining up as a wide receiver. And Mertz with a handoff up the middle, just pass inside the 30. Second and 8. Clock will continue to tick with 7:50. .13 on the clock. It's Graham Mertz out of the gun, man left. Mertz waiting. In trouble. Mertz stepping up, gonna fire. It is caught. And getting to the 35 is Taylor. As the clock will continue to roll, 7:11, and now tick under 08. 3rd and 3. Down by 2 scores are the Texans. Graham Mertz, man right is Taylor. Single back set. Send a man to the slot, and here's a snap, a handoff to Taylor. Taylor pushing to the first down marker. Where will they spot him? Each team has all of their timeouts. Fourth down. Imagine Houston going for it. It's probably inches about. They will go for it. Fourth and 1. Timeout, Texans. 4th and 1. 6:12 to go in the fourth, and it is 20-10. Gunman left. It is Mertz out of the gun. 6'11", stepping up, firing into first down for Houston, as it was the fullback, British Brooks. Inside the 40. As here's Mertz, rolling left, buying time. He's going to get himself able to get past one defender. Did he get to the first down marker? I think, did. $5:17 to go. Under center, 2nd and 1. Maybe look for a deep shot here. 5 on the clock. 2 on the play clock. Play fake. Stepping up. A flag is down over the middle. And it was batted down. Let's see what it'll be. Holding Houston. So the flag will go to Ladarius Henderson, the left guard. $23 to go on the play clock. 4:54. Levi Drake Rodriguez wearing number 56-2, a big 290 defensive lineman. 2nd down, 9 on the clock. 2nd down and 11. Play action, Mertz to the air. Running out of time in the pocket, he has to scramble out. Mertz fires to the right, and it's a screen, and he's just going to get back to the line of scrimmage as it was completed 2. As it'll be 3rd down. $4:14. Gunman right. 3rd and 10. Mertz over the middle. And right, was intercepted off the ricochet. Minnesota has the ball with 3:55 to go. Khalif Halassi with the interception. 3:55 to go. As the game start is now getting a little messy. 20-10. As they'll be under center, tailback. And it's a handoff looking to the outside and just got swallowed up. Stewart, the back. 2nd down. 2nd and 6. 22 on the clock. Khalif Halassi has 2 interceptions on the day. 2nd and 6. And here's Brosmer. Oh, a cat-like reflexes grab. As the Vikings will be set up for a 3rd down. It was Silas Bolden with the grab. So it's 3rd down and 3, 20-10, 2:43, 16 on the clock. Under center. Play fake, dropping back in the pocket. Over the middle. Oh, he just was in the hands and then, oh. Bolden, we got into head-to-head contact, I believe, with Ross, but defensive holding, 1st down, Minnesota. 2:25 over the 2-minute warning. First and 10, 24 on the clock. Fullback in there. And Brosmer with time, launching, and he's got it! At the 8-yard line, Fleming with another grab and a 1st down for the Vikings as clock will roll to 2:12 and most likely down to the 2-minute warning. Off the under center snap. Got it down to Fleming, wearing number 19, as it was a man-to-man coverage. And we will head to break. The 2-minute warning, 20-10, Vikings. we'll welcome you back 20-10 at the 2-minute warning. We're going to put on the final dagger to the game. First and goal. Taking a knee. And the clock will start to wind down. Max Brosmer today, 5 for 8. 47 yards and 1 touchdown. Seems like Houston's not going to use any of their timeouts. He has to lead it off to end off the game. As clock will expire down the way till the 5-second mark. As we continue to keep it rolling, another knee. The Minnesota Vikings will win 20-10. And it's 3rd and goal. Won't really matter at this point. In a victory formation. They will take the knee and the game will be over. The Vikings will win the game 20-10. Fireworks flare off in U.S. Bank Stadium, as your final will be 20-10. J.J. McCarthy with a great second preseason debut here. As the game is over, the Minnesota Vikings have beaten the Houston Texans 20-10. Good night from MHS2. Chest Downs, nobody alongside.